Welcome back to Tesla Shorts Time Daily, episode 454, coming to you from Vancouver. It is April 29th, 2026. Let's get into what's moving in the Tesla world today. Chinese authorities have paused new licenses for robo-taxis after dozens of Baidu Apollo Go vehicles suddenly stopped in Wuhan. The incident left passengers stranded and blocked traffic in a very public way. This suspension blocks fleet additions, new test projects, or city expansions with no timeline yet on when it lifts. For the whole industry, it is a reminder that one high-profile incident can freeze progress across the board. Tesla will need to navigate the same cautious regulatory mood as it brings its own supervised and unsupervised systems to China. These pauses show how autonomy rollout depends as much on public trust and regulator comfort as it does on the technology itself. While China taps the brakes on autonomy, Tesla is quietly filling in the rest of the world map. Tesla has officially filed paperwork to handle import, distribution, sales, servicing, maintenance, and repair in Bulgaria. This is the first practical step into a market that previously lacked direct Tesla presence. Building these local operations is usually required before scaling energy products or preparing for future autonomy approvals. The move reflects a methodical approach of laying groundwork rather than waiting for organic demand to appear. It is the kind of patient execution that often precedes broader expansion in both vehicles and energy. Same patient approach seems to be playing out on the charging side too. BMW detailed its upcoming all-electric iX3 with an expected 434-mile range. The vehicle includes a 108 kilowatt-hour battery, native NACS port, 800-volt architecture, bidirectional charging, and a 4.7-second 0 to 60 time. It matches Model Y dimensions while adding towing capacity and a structural battery pack. This is another clear sign that legacy automakers are adopting Tesla's charging standard. They are also pushing hard on range and features, forcing everyone to raise their game on what a premium electric SUV needs to offer. The more competitors that adopt NACS, the more valuable Tesla's charging network becomes, and that network is about to stretch further south. Tesla is looking for a project developer to grow its supercharger footprint across emerging markets in South America. Charging infrastructure has always been one of the biggest barriers to EV adoption in regions with long distances and patchy support. Getting ahead of that curve could open meaningful new vehicle demand in those areas. It would also strengthen Tesla's energy business in an underserved part of the world. These moves turn infrastructure into a competitive moat that compounds over time. Closer to home, some welcome regulatory clarity just landed for the Model Y. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has closed its investigation into reports of steering wheels detaching on Model Y vehicles. Removing this regulatory overhang is quietly helpful for Tesla's highest volume and most profitable vehicle. It lets the company and customers move forward without the cloud of an open probe. Even though it does not generate headlines, these closures reduce uncertainty for owners and the business. While that quiet win helps the current lineup, Tesla is also thinking about keeping older hardware relevant. Tesla confirmed that after the US rollout, version 14 Lite will expand to additional international markets for Hardware 3 vehicles. The company emphasized this keeps older hardware owners supported while technical verification, local adaptation, and regulatory approvals are completed. Owners have been waiting for exactly this kind of clarity on continued support. It is a measured promise that the investment in their vehicles will not be abandoned. Features like Actually Smart Summon are also reacting much faster in the latest update. Quicker responses reduce the uncertainty in parking lots and make supervised autonomy feel more polished in daily use. Speaking of real-world ownership, the efficiency story keeps getting louder. Most people still picture electric vehicles as expensive to buy, but assume the running costs are only modestly better. Physics shows internal combustion engines throw away 70% or more of fuel energy as heat. Electric vehicles deliver 85 to 90% of battery energy as motion. Tesla treats the entire vehicle as an integrated energy system rather than bolting an electric powertrain onto an old architecture. That mindset appears in battery chemistry, thermal management, aerodynamics, and software that stretches every kilowatt hour. They keep refining the system instead of accepting efficiency numbers as fixed. This creates a fundamental economic edge that grows as electricity gets cleaner and cheaper. The advantage is not a marketing point, but a core engineering difference that supports higher margins on energy services. That same efficiency advantage is showing up in owner wallets right now. Tesla owners are reporting roughly $100 in monthly fuel savings versus comparable gas vehicles. Tesla itself posted a clear breakdown highlighting how EVs convert far more energy into motion. When you add lower maintenance, the total cost picture starts looking different for many households. These real-world stories spread in owner communities and often influence people still on the fence. At the same time, NIO has started pre-sales for the ONVO L80, a vehicle explicitly aimed at the same family SUV space as the Model Y in China. Local brands are moving fast there with competitive specifications and aggressive positioning. This makes the world's largest EV market even tougher for everyone. Tesla's advantages in software, data, and charging infrastructure are real. Still, sustained execution and timely refreshes will be needed to hold share against increasingly capable, homegrown rivals. The efficiency story feels underrated in many conversations I hear. It delivers measurable savings that survive shifts in policy or fuel prices. Yet competition in China keeps intensifying, reminding us that no lead is permanent without continuous work. Before we go, keep an eye on how these regulatory pauses in China and the supercharger expansion plans develop over the coming weeks. That could tell us a lot about the pace of global autonomy and infrastructure growth. That's your Tesla news for today. TSLA closed at $376.02, down $1.63, 0.4%. If you found this useful, a rating or review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify really helps new listeners find the show. You can also find us on X at Tesla Shorts Time. I'm Patrick in Vancouver. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow. This podcast is curated by Patrick, but generated using AI voice synthesis of my voice using ElevenLabs. The primary reason to do this is I unfortunately don't have the time to be consistent with generating all the content and wanted to focus on creating consistent and regular episodes for all the themes that I enjoy, and I hope others do as well.